Hello, hello. I'm just gonna wait. I kind of just jumped on. I'm Central Standard Time, so it is 8:44 p.m. and I'm getting ready to go to bed. I am getting ready to go to bed. What do you say?
Because you're going to bed.
Yeah, I'm tired. Are you tired?
Yes.
So it's 8:45 p.m. and I thought I would check in with you guys. Hello, Elegant Victory. Hello, hello. Welcome. I wanted to go live, check in with you guys. Hi, Jay-Z Millinery. What's up? Anyone teaching tonight? Anyone? I know there's some adult platforms. I just saw that you're live, but you were live. I tried to go. Yes, I tried to go live like 5 minutes ago. I don't know what I was doing. So I had to cancel that one and start over. Jasmine. I'm thinking about starting up with Cambly. What are your best tips? Okay. Elegant Victory. And Jasmine. You said I applied but didn't do the video. Oh, Jasmine, you're in Vietnam. So it's morning there, right? Morning time. Okay, so Cambly. To apply. I did a video on applying, and my sister, I talk about Cambly and different clients and stuff, and she was like, so you get paid every Monday, right? Is it hard? Like, is it really hard? And she has zero teaching experience, zero. Okay. And so the best thing when you are applying, use all of your experience. If I don't know if you have any background, Elegant Victory and Jasmine, if you have any teaching background, if you're on any other platforms, but use all of your teaching experience and then word it. Okay, Elegant Victory, teaching hat making to adults and university. Okay, Jasmine, that's perfect too. Because my sister, she had like zero, what people would consider teaching experience, but she had she coached a girls soccer team for like 2 seasons, and she did some adult she led an adult training on obesity as like a fitness trainer for it was like a semester. She did that, and then she led a project to complete something, and so I helped her reword everything. I was like, okay, don't say I was a kid's soccer coach. Reword it. And so you guys have to watch the video. I forgot the title of it, but it's a recent one. And I had her reword it. And then in her video, I had her do it like short, simple. It was, I don't even think it was a full minute, or maybe it was like right at a minute. Do a simple video where you're just talking about yourself, because what they really want to do, they want to see what your camera presence is like and how clear you can speak English. Really, that's what the job is all about. Camera presence. Are you, seeing that you're going in for the job? Are you going to go in with like mess in the background? So in your video, if you have, decent lighting, you have a decent, it doesn't even have to be like all fixed up like this, because I teach children as well. She did hers at my house in front of my curtains. So my kitchen curtains were behind her. So that's a clean background, as long as it's not like a bed or the kitchen sink and the refrigerator, something like that behind you, then that's very unprofessional. So they want to see your professionalism and how well you speak English, really. So then you do like a minute of, hi, my name is, LaShandra, and I am so delighted to speak with you today. I would love for us to talk about shopping, traveling. I have a degree in education from the grades, blah, blah, blah. So I look forward to seeing you soon, something like that. And then they're like, oh, I like it. She speaks so clear. Oh, her background looks so nice. And my sister she was approved in 2 days. And you guys watch the video. There were some people that messaged me, emailed me, and that have even commented on the video that they followed those steps and they were approved within one person. I can't remember if it's a lady or a gentleman, but one person was approved in, they said 6 hours. That's quick. I was approved in 3 days. This person was approved in 6 hours. And another lady messaged me and said she applied the Saturday that just passed. She applied on Saturday and then she taught her first lesson. She did her first priority hour where she got to take just random calls on Sunday. I was like, you got approved over the weekend like that. That was quicker than I even got approved. But as long as you have, you're of age, you don't even need a degree. You don't need certification. My sister, she has a degree. She has a master's degree, but you don't have to have a master's degree. They hire 18 and up. So, yeah, as long as you're of age and you can speak fluently and clear English, they prefer you to be, when you apply, I showed it on the video. I can't remember all the different categories, but there's different categories of English. There's like British English, American English. And then I think there were a few more, not many, but I think it was like even South African English. They wanted, you fill that in. And as long as you fall into one of those categories and you speak clearly and your profile sounds professional and you have a professional presence, then the only way they wouldn't approve you right then and there is it is supply and demand. So if they're not having enough students that are looking for tutors, then they pause it. They're like, okay, we need to wait. But you guys, with all these holidays, especially Singles Day, which was November 11th, they call it Singles Day in Asia. During Singles Day, that's like, I don't know where you guys all are. I know Jasmine is in Vietnam, but Singles Day, that's like our Black Friday here in the United States. And so many companies had specials that they rolled out, and just people have been enrolling like crazy. And so for me, I've been seeing Cambly like just, full of calls. And my reservations, I have regulars. My regulars have been just booked to the max. So I even opened up extra slots next week because my kids are out of school. So we'll see how that goes. I'm thinking about canceling some of them. I'm like, do I need sleep? Or is this an opportunity to catch up on some money since my kids are out? Gloria, hello. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for supporting my channel. Is the link for that TESOL? Yes, it is still active. And you guys, when you use my link, yes, it does help me, because the International Open Academy actually emailed me and was like, hey, would you like to offer this program? I said, I sure would. And so I do get a percentage of it. So it does help me. And so if you have any questions, let me know. But it is still active. And I have links for all of their courses. So everything that they offer, I have the discount to where it's $19. I'm doing another video because there's another course that I want to take. I've taken two. I've taken the TESOL 120-hour course, and I've taken the sign language. You guys know my mother's deaf-blind. And I wanted to know what it was like, because I never, been officially trained for sign language. I just learned from my mom. So I wanted to know what the course was like. And it was pretty easy. They have different levels. I took like the beginner sign language course, and then They even have one on how to market your business. I'm taking that one. And so if I use my own link, it's only $19. So I'm going to take that one soon too. So there are other courses that they take. So yes, Jasmine, affiliate. Yes, I'm an affiliate of International Open Academy, and my link is active. I'm going through that hiring process for Bling ABC right now. Okay, yes. Bling ABC. Now, Bling ABC, that looked fun. It just didn't work for me. No, it's late. I'm sorry, my son. Since you want to talk to me, come say hi to the people. We're live. You guys don't get to see my oldest son that often. He just passed me a note. Don't act all shy. He just gave me a piece of paper talking about can I get on the video games? Because okay. I didn't say both of you. Okay. Shoe flies.
Can I?
No, you don't need to get on games.
I haven't got to the games the past 2 days.
I have like.
Including today.
I have like.
So, no, the past 3 days.
Thanks.
It's 8:55. You have 1 hour on games. And be nice. He's a middle schooler. I'll be nice. All right. So it says, how do you balance your children and work from home? Okay. So with my children, work from home, I do everything while they are at school. Now, you see the little one, he's not at school. He's not in school yet. So you guys, I did one video like a long time ago on how he acts while I am teaching. And it was like, I was just teaching and it showed how he just kind of does his own thing. I will show you, I will explain to you how I implemented routines. Routine. Because he's 3. He is 3. And some people are like, oh, that's so young. No, you can implement routines like as soon as possible. He is 3 years old and he already knows the routine. You saw like he was right next to me. Both of my boys were right next to me. The oldest one, he's 14, so he doesn't count. But the 3-year-old was right next to me and you didn't really, you probably heard him playing with some toys, but he wasn't, unless if I invite him over. He kind of does his own thing when he sees the headset on. When he sees the laptop and the headset, he knows mommy's working. So he automatically thinks I'm teaching. He doesn't know that I'm talking to my friends. He thinks that I'm teaching. And so when he sees this, he goes into whisper mode. Mommy. So I do everything while the older children are at school. And then I try to be done with all of the extra teaching, the extra platforms by noon. So our schedule is a little unorthodox because I know I'm naughty, but I actually allow my 3-year-old to stay up late with me because it works. I'm a stay-at-home mom, work-at-home mom, and it works for me. So he kind of stays up with me. And when it gets a little ridiculous late, because I can stay up, okay, then I'm like, okay, you need to go to bed. But I let him stay up pretty late. Like he's probably going to go to bed here in another hour and a half. And he's 3, so it's kind of late for him to go to bed at like 10:30. But it works for me because then he will sleep. He will sleep until 10 o'clock. And so it's really only 2 hours of him. I have his food ready, like a Pop-Tart or whatever it is. I'll have something simple already ready for him. He's within earshot. In between calls, I run, are you okay? I mute my calls and I'm like, Jude, what are you doing? And I'm looking on the camera, Jude, what are you doing? Or Jude. I mute the cameras and then I'm like calling for him. I want him to check in with me and it works for us. Oh, Pastor William, hello. It's good to see you. Okay, Gloria. Lashandra, please tell me, do you have to pay something if you are a teacher on Cambly? Because I saw something about subscription. No, no. The subscription thing is only for the students, the clients. The students pay, if, for the subscription. So to teach on Cambly, it's all about signing up, getting approved, and just teaching. You get paid. You don't come out of pocket anything except enhancing your own teaching space. That's the only out-of-pocket expense that you have, is enhancing your own teaching space. So yeah, what you probably saw when you go to the Cambly site, it does take you to the sign up now. But then, well, there's the sign in, and then there's two little parts. So you got to make sure that you click the I want to be a tutor. So you have to go into another section of I want to be a tutor. If you're just clicking the sign up, then it's saying, oh, you want to be a student. Yes, sign up for Cambly as a student. So, and then the app, if you're talking about the app does not support the tutors. That's only for the students. So they can use the app. They can even have class on the app. But tutors, there's no tutoring app. You just have to go on the website to tutor. So we don't have an app for the tutors. Becky, how's it going? What's up, Becky? Thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. Crypto fan, why do you have to market yourself to get students from some platforms? Do you think it is BS? I don't know. I don't know if I really think, I don't like it. I'll say that much. I don't like it. But I guess I've looked at other tutoring sites. Like if you want to be an independent tutor, then you can use sites to where you set your own price and you type up a little bio, whatever, and then you have to, market yourself, get the word out there like, hey, I'm a tutor on this site. I understand that, but then some of these platforms like Palfish, what other ones? I know like VIP Kid, GogoKid, you really can't market yourself that much. You just have to make your profile very attractive. You have to bring like wow factor to your profile for them to choose you. But sites like Palfish, you actually have to like be active. You have to post. You have to do all these things to get recognition to your talents. And I don't like it. I think it's unfair competition because, of course, the more popular tutors are going to get all the business. But I don't know if I can call it BS, so to speak, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And they set it up that way, I think, so that, really the company is making the money. So, I mean, it's business. It's the world of business. And so they're just like, we're going to supply the platform and we're going to let you guys have at it. And the more successful you are, the more money we make. But you make money too. So it's like you make money for helping us make money. And I don't like that business model. I wish that they would do some like, some rotating and, hey, why don't, suggest. I don't see what harm it would be for companies that do the type of, well, you go and market yourself and find the clients yourself. I don't see why it would be so hard for them to be like, hey, here's a tutor. Here's a tutor. How about this tutor? Here's a list of tutors that meet, because on Palfish, you get to actually create tags for yourself. So like fun loving, loves movies, blah, blah, blah. And then the client, if they have those same tags, why can they not just kind of suggest people with similar tags? I don't know. Now, I'm still with Palfish, but I'm not active. So what I mean by not active, like my account is active, but I'm rarely on there. And so I try to check like once a week to see if I have messages, and it's really bad because I do have an open schedule for certain nights of the week. I try to remember to check my schedule to make sure, see if I have anybody scheduled for free talk, because I don't do the official kids because I don't have time for the minimum hours. I just wanted to get on there and just do whatever I do whenever I do it. So I'm only on the free talk with Palfish, and it's kind of like using Instagram. So if you like Instagram, posting videos, posting pictures, and getting attention and trying to get people to message you and then getting them to like call you or book time with you, then Palfish Free Talk is for you. Now, if you teach the children on Palfish and you do free talk, then it's so much easier because some of the children will call you free talk as well. So they'll have a lesson and then they might do maybe 10 minutes or, you know, whatever their parents want them to do. They'll get some extra free talk time because their parents want them to practice. So if you're doing both, it's a lot easier. But for those of us like me that are only doing the free talk side of it, the struggle is real. The struggle. Oh my goodness. I of RA Productions. Thank you. I'm glad. Okay, let me go up. I think I missed. Okay. Any advice for college students that want to teach ESL? Alina? College students that want to teach ESL. There are some platforms that will allow you to begin. If you're talking about online, then there are some platforms that would allow you to begin teaching, online if you're in that last year. If you're a senior in college, then they will allow it. Now, if you are majoring in ESL, or if you're referring to just teaching online while you're in college, because there are sites like Cambly that don't require degrees. But one thing you would need to do, Alina, get your TESOL. The TESOL, I think, is the easiest certification to get. And as a college student, you probably want to save every little piece of a coin that you can save. And the TESOL is, there's so many inexpensive like programs out there. And then some people will argue, well, it's not accredited. You can, okay, now if you're trying to like travel to these countries and teach there, then you don't want to get the inexpensive TESOL programs. Like the My Affiliate Link is a $19 program. And every online platform that I have seen or heard of, they accept it. But if you're looking to go and travel and go to a school in China to teach, or go to a school in Germany to teach, and you're saying, I have this TESOL certification, they probably won't take it. But it is good enough to teach online. So some people, they just want to get whatever certification that they can use to teach online. That's a good way to start. Get your TESOL certification. Or if you wanted to go more in depth, then get your TEFL. TEFL is more preferred by the actual schools in those countries. If you're trying to go to the schools in those countries, TEFL and I think CELTA. TEFL. I forget the differences between them all. TEFL, CELTA, TESOL. There's so many different acronyms out there. But get some type of a ESL online type of certification. And once you have your certification, then go and find these sites. There's Cambly. I know a lot of people have told me about iTutor Group. I know people that are with iTutor Group. There's so many companies that I'm learning about. I think tutoring or tutor go. There are so many. So I suggest get on more than one platform, juggle them around to your best, to whatever suits you best. And then you can weed out the ones that just don't work. You can, maybe keep them active for if one is starting to dry up a little, you still have this one over here. So I suggest to get approved, Alina, for more than one platform, but first get some type of certification like TESOL, and it doesn't take long to get them. It doesn't take long. Yes, Groupon always has a great deal. Yes, you're right, Shelly. Groupon does have a great deal on the TESOL certifications, and sometimes it fluctuates as what Groupon offers. And so with the International Open Academy, I think that's on Groupon too, and that's one of my affiliates. I'm affiliated with the International Open Academy. So if anybody wanted to use my link, it does help me out, so I get a percentage of that. Then I'd have to find my link and put it in here. Let's see. I think I could find it here. Let's look. I do have a link that I can use here. Aha, I found it. Okay, I'm going to copy my link and paste it here for you guys. There you go. Is that it? Yeah, that's the TESOL link. And then if you just wanted to just take general classes at the International Open Academy, I saw someone said that they wanted to do the business marketing. You guys, the business marketing one, I'm going to take that class. I saw it today and I was like, oh, I need this in my life. Hold on, I'm trying to copy this link for you. And it wants to copy like everything. But yeah, I was like, I need this in my life. This is wonderful. And so if it will let me do it. Okay. Here we go. So a lot of us, hey, we're out here trying to be entrepreneurs. And, teaching online is kind of, even though you're working for other companies, you pick the company. And hey, most of the times you get to negotiate and you pick your hours. So you're almost working for yourself, almost. Now, you guys have heard me say on a lot of my videos where I'm like, there's big things coming, big things, big things, big things. And yes, so I have ventured off and started doing some private tutoring, but this is, I live in the United States, in Oklahoma. And so the private tutoring that I'm doing is for Native American speaking kids, Native English American children, is reading tutoring. So a reading teacher, because I love reading. I love like making the story come to life. And, before I stepped out of the brick and mortar classroom, I was a reading teacher. I was a reading teacher and I was getting ready to work on getting certified to be a reading specialist. And it was just, schooling got expensive, just, student loans. Oh my gosh. And so I didn't go into I was going to get a second master's in reading, being a reading specialist. My first master's is in curriculum and instruction. So I wanted to really know how to take apart curriculum, how to build upon it, scaffolding, creating curriculum. And I'm using my degrees, my specialties, to do tutoring, private tutoring for, children in the United States, Native English speakers. So it's not competing against any of these other platforms because they are non-native speakers in different countries, like all over. So this is, just local that I'm doing, but I'm trying to get to where I'm doing it online with students so I can meet students all over the United States. So I've been trying to, kind of get my feelers out there for that. Now, when as soon as I get the business model going, then I'm going to help you guys with, information on startup. And if you wanted to branch out and do independent tutoring and how to make it successful, and curriculum and platforms, I've been researching the best platform, free platforms versus paid for platforms, and different things that different platforms offer. And when I say platforms, I mean like using Zoom and what else? You could even use what is it? You can even use just simple messaging sites like my brain shutting down. Any type of video chat type of site, you can use it really. And so those are one of the things that I'm going to be integrating in the channel, because my channel is all about teaching online. So I'm excited for it. And plus, trust me, there's much more to come. Yes. I have RA Productions. What do you think about International Open Academy's 120-hour TESOL certification course? I think that it is really, really easy. It took me 2 weeks, but that's because I really paced myself, and I'm one of those people that I'm just like, take notes. So I was like, okay, take notes. I took notes. There are some people that said they got it done in 1 day. So I was like, that's a lot of reading to do. That's a lot of reading. But I think it's, especially if you're pressed for time and you really want to get started, but you need certification, really. I mean, you just really need the certification to say, okay, I did this, I went through this, I'm ready. They're not saying you have to be a professional. And I know ideally, then you would want, especially if you want to go off and venture into the world, like all over in teaching, then yeah, you probably want a course where you're going to do some classroom interaction with students, where somebody can evaluate, okay, how are they really doing this? Do they need some pointers? But if you're just going to teach online, then you can just use use what they give you, information and skills and some insight into the ESL work, kind of putting yourself into their shoes. And then you take tests. You're going to have, after every module, I think there were like 12 or 13 modules, something like that. And after every one, there is a test that you have to take, and you have to get a certain percentage to be able to pass on, to be able to pass and actually earn your certificate. So you had to get passing. You had to get a passing grade to be able to be certified. So yes, there are tests that you have to take, but I don't think it's difficult at all. It is self-paced. It's self-paced. When I did it, it was like I had to complete it in 60 days. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And I did it slow, and I did it in 2 weeks. Now, I know International Open Academy told me that when people use my link, it doesn't expire. So it's not 60 days. You can take as long as you want to finish it, and you're fine. I put in 37 hours a week on Cambly. What? Wow, Becky. Well, you go ahead with your cape. I have a cape. I have a pink one and a black one, and I had it out. My son took it. He put it back in the toy box. I was about to put the cape on for you because I only do 15 hours a week on Cambly. On average, I do 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday. I don't do the weekends. But next week is going to be an experiment. I'm doing like 5 hours Monday through Friday because my kids are out of school. So we're going to see how that goes. If I'm shaking like this, then I'll probably never do that again. Then my TESOL had an expiration date to complete by, yes, Shelly. And I was like, ooh, let me hurry up and get this done because I didn't pay this money for it to expire. But they have contacted me and reassured me that anyone that uses my link to take any of the courses, it does not expire. So if you want to do it now and finish it whenever you feel like finishing it, just don't forget about it. And then purchase it again because you forgot about it. But it doesn't expire, so you have it forever, ever. Yeah, it's very impressive. I'm still trying to figure out how online ESL teachers get any sleep. I'm in a lot of Facebook groups and some people work 60 hours a week. Oh, no. No, no, no. Well, you guys, 60 hours a week. It also depends. It really depends on your lifestyle. I'm going to say it depends on these things. Your lifestyle, your marital status. Do you have children? And where do you live? Okay. I live in Oklahoma. If anybody knows anything about Oklahoma, cost of living is low. Now, it's not like China, Taiwan, Thailand low. No, not that type of low, but it's low. So, I mean, for example, my house, I live in a four bedroom house with a living room, two bathrooms. It doesn't have a dining room, but it has, of course it has a kitchen. I hope my house has a kitchen. It has a kitchen and it has like it doesn't have a dining room, but it has like a little, like the eatings, like, my kitchen is like shaped elongated. And so it's like, here's the kitchen area with the sink, the stove, refrigerator. And then there's this open area right here. It's not a dining room. It's not big enough for a dining room. It's like open concept kind of, like here's a living room. And then there's like carpet ends. And then there's tile. And then it's like this open concept. This like this little eating area. Maybe, I don't know what you want to call it. The eating area, part of the kitchen. Okay. Now, and I have a garage, a carport, it's off street parking. I have like a long double driveway. Okay. And, no fireplace, central heat and air. And I'm not buying, I'm renting. My rent is $875. Now, if you lived in California, New York, I mean, I don't know, you'd probably get a shoebox for $875 a month. My rent is $875. Just keeping it real. And utilities are they're low. So they're in 2 digits for each utility. So I pay the gas, water, electric. They're double digits. So it's not in the triple digits, just double digits for utilities. And the car insurance. My car insurance is low. I've never been in an accident. And I'm 38. So your age, never been in an accident. Car insurance is low. My car is paid off, no car note. So I have liability insurance. And let's see, what else? Trying to think. I'm trying to give you guys like a snapshot of my life now. Those are only bills like, cell phone, internet. My internet is like $60 a month. And that's for good internet, okay? $60 a month. And then cell phone bill, we just got that reduced. The cell phone bill used to be like the biggest bill outside of rent. That was the biggest bill. But we just got that reduced greatly. So it's going to be like in the single digits. Hallelujah for 3 lines. Hallelujah. So, okay, I say all that because I don't work 60 hours a week. And me doing Dada and the other platforms in Cambly, and I do like from 4 a.m. to like 4 to 8:30. Let's say 4 to 8. 4 to 8, and then I have an hour break, and then I jump on from like 9 to 11. Sometimes 9 to noon. 9 to noon, 9 to 11. And that's Monday through Friday. That's my schedule, Monday through Friday. So from 4 to like 11 or noon, within 1 hour, let's just say a 1 hour lunch, okay? And then on the weekends, I only do 3 hours on Saturday, 3 hours on Sunday, okay? And I can live off of that comfortably. Comfortably, okay? That's in Oklahoma. So these people that work 60 hours plus, I've seen 80. I'm just like, And I'm like, you, when do they sleep? Like, how do you live? But if that's what you do to live, then that's what you have to do. And I'm grateful that, I just thank God that this is available, because like 5 years ago, people would be like, you work online, like legit? Like, who pays you online? You sit at home, like, really? What's the proof? How much do you make? People were so skeptical. Okay. Like, it was not heard of. Now it's like, everybody's like, oh, that is so cool. I want to do it too. Let's see. What am I missing? Da, da, da. I want to sign Cambly, but I have a question. Okay, Eric, aren't teachers always bored? Because I imagine that I couldn't keep up a good level of excitement in shallow conversation, like 5 hours a day. I'm not bored, Eric. Okay, shallow conversations. If you're one of the teachers that you just only take random calls, and so every conversation is like a getting to know you conversation, and you're basically asking the same questions pretty much to each client, because you don't know them, you don't know their level, you don't know what they want. Some of them don't even know what they want. Some of them barely speak English. Some of them speak very good English, and they want you to take charge, and you're just like, and you're trying to find a topic. Then I can see where you're just like, oh, the burnout. But Eric, I actually have regulars. So we like build upon and build upon and build upon conversations. So it's like, oh yeah, last time we talked about, so how about today, let's discuss, and they'll either give me a topic, I'll give them a topic. They keep up with my family life. They're asking me about my family. I ask them about their family. I know about work. They tell me, oh my goodness, today was such a crazy day at work. So it really depends on what you are using the platform for, Eric. If you want just to open it up for just random calls, and you don't want reservations, you don't want to commit because for reservations, you actually have to commit yourself to time periods. And then when people see, oh, okay, this person is actually setting out a steady block of times. I like this person. I want to, schedule this person consistently. You'll get regulars. Now, if you just want to just get on whenever you get on, you're going to get random people. And that might be the shallow conversations. However, you may meet awesome people. My sister, she's new to it. So what, this is like a week. This is week 2 for her. So everything's still exciting. So it depends on what you are using the platform for, Eric, as far as shallow, boring conversations. I take it to the next level. If you're gonna call me, you'll know what you want to talk about. I already have a window open, and I'm like, let's talk about, and I might say, would you rather, have you ever played the would you rather? And then when they're like, oh no, this, I'm like, okay, well, why? As that's them practicing their English, help them with pronunciation. They'll learn new words. They always do. When they're having a conversation, they'll say things like, it's common for, I've noticed a lot of foreigners say, how do you say? How do you say? Or how do you speak? How do you speak? And they want to know how to say a word. And so it's exciting because they're trying to think about it, and I'm helping them with the word. And they're like, yes, yes, yes. So they're learning words. You're having exciting conversation. You can really liven it up so it's not dead. Okay, what else, Eric? You said, how do you deal with it? And how do you think most teachers deal with this? I think that's what most teachers do. And the ones that, some of them are like, I don't like random conversation. I want a set lesson every time. And I've seen that where they're just like, I don't want to, small talk. That's not everybody's cup of tea. And so what they would do is, if they know that they're going to go on and they're going to just take random calls, then have a window open or something, your iPad next to you, something where you're going to have conversation topics. Maybe have some suggested lesson links that you have, that you're like, okay, if they don't know anything and we want to spice this up a little bit, then I'm going to suggest this lesson. Let's go through this. Yeah, take control. Get them to kind of, hey, would you like to practice English discussing an article today? Would you like to read? Some of them will say, oh, no. I just want conversation. Okay, then you have your topics. Okay, how about, and then, they're paying. So just ask them, how about, and give them a topic. They say, oh, yes, 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 I like. So maybe you're talking about vacation. So you asking them about what is the most exciting vacation? What is the worst vacation you ever been to? You know, you what's the last vacation you ever been to? Get them to do most of the talking. That's how I do it. So Eric, I hope that helped you. I really do. I feel bad about being bothering the teacher. I think I understand what you mean. I think I understand what you mean. Hopefully what I said helped you kind of know how to make it live, liven it up. Because when I'm on Cambly, I have fun. It's fun for me. You guys have seen my videos where I'm posting. We have fun. One time I did one about dreams, and I just had to share that with you guys because it was so interesting. I kind of did like a secret poll on, do you dream in color or do you dream in black and white? And I would have them, tell me about your dream. Tell me about your most memorable dream or the last dream you remember. And I'm just grateful they didn't turn into anything sad. Like, oh, my dream was about. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But it was it was always a good conversation. Jasmine, that's how much I paid in Brooklyn. What? In a 6-bedroom house, not that same room. You said in 2014. Oh wow. Brooklyn is that cheap? It's only $875 for a 6-bedroom house. And you said now it's $1050. Yeah, I can, but I can't even believe in 2014 it was that cheap though. It's not that long ago. Shelly, I do have a question about Dada ABC. Please and thank you. I live out in the sticks with the cows. I'm sorry. You said sticks. I'm not laughing about where you live, but you said sticks with the cows, great fields, and my internet speed is less than 18 megabytes per second, but my upload speed is not even 2. Okay. Is there more to that? Would this be fast enough? I moved to your state. Moving to your state. I am in California with the wildfires at present. Shelly, stop. The sticks, the wildfires. Okay. I'm trying to remember what the download and upload speed for Dada is. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've looked that up. Let me look that up. I think the download had to be 10 and the upload had to be 2. Like the very minimum, like right at the minimum. I think that's what it was. So I'm gonna find it for you. And then as soon as I find it for you, Shelly, I will let you know about the the minimum. Jasmine, I moved to Vietnam to pay to live alone and have better hours to teach. I'm not a morning person. I couldn't wake up at 3 a.m. to teach for. Oh yeah, you actually moved to Vietnam just for the cost of living. Wow, I thought about going to Asia, but then I even talked to my kids. I was trying to get them pumped up. I was like, you guys, you want to live in Asia? I'm eating some grapes, you guys, by the way. My son was all for it, and that was it. My oldest son, and the 3-year-old, he don't, as long as he has mommy, he don't care. But the girls, yuck, no. I don't want to leave my school. I don't want to leave my friends. And then I thought about it. I was like, okay, they're in a really good school. They're in a charter school. And they're pretty much, as long as because you have to keep a certain GPA to stay in the school. And as long as and they're doing awesome. They're rocking it. So as long as they stay in it, they're guaranteed a spot in college somewhere. So I'm like, I don't want to pull them out of everything. And then I think my family's so big. I think I would have to pay for them to go to school in Asia. I'm not trying to do that. Yes, thank you, Shelly. Yeah, I love. In the beginning, I only worked on the Dada platform. I did that for a year and a half. And then 2019, I started the year off. You know how people have New Year resolutions? I had New Year lifestyle goals. I said, January of 2019, I started diversifying my ESL resume. And so I just started applying all over the place. And it's since then I've just been going strong. And I've been taking you guys with me, letting you guys know you can do this, you can do this. People are like, how do you do all these platforms? How do you do that? It takes organization and juggling, but I promise you I don't work 60 hours a week. But it has been why my video uploads have slowed down a little bit, because I value family time, so it's like God, family, and then everything else. And so, I still, like with my kids today, oh my goodness, we watched, you guys remember Shark Boy and Lava Girl? We watched that tonight. And I have see if you can see this. Yeah, can you see it? Hold on, make sure. Come on, focus. There we go. That was us tonight. We all had our 3D glasses on, the old school 3D. You guys know the old school 3D. And we sat, I made some burgers and fries because they were like, Mom, I was like, no more. I already told them, don't ask me for fast food. We're just not doing it. Okay. That's another thing. To afford the ESL, if you're wanting to do this solely, you have to cut some things out or work more hours. I choose to cut some things out because I don't want to work more hours. We cut out fast food. So I went and I made burgers and fries. And I said, hey, let's watch a family movie. So my daughter was like, how about Shark Boy and Lava Girl? I was like, oh, I haven't seen that in so long. And we actually have the 3D version. So we popped on some 3D glasses and we watched Shark Boy and Lava Girl and ate us some homemade burgers and fries. Family time. Jennifer, with Dada, are you able to skip scam slides? I saw an upcoming lesson that has 60 slides. It's a 30-minute class. It's called The Fungus That Ate My School. That sounds fun. Okay. You do not, Jennifer, I hope you're still on. Hope you're waiting for me now. Don't leave. You do not need to finish the lessons. You don't have to. You don't have to. All right, Jennifer, you're here. Jennifer's in house. You do not have to finish that slide. Sometimes a lesson, especially if it's a story, we break that thing up into 2 classes because I'm going to talk about vocabulary. I'm going to make sure they understand those words. We're not going to run through. We are not going to run through that story and they're just like, oh, okay, I don't know what any of that is. You can break it up into 2 classes. Wherever you leave off, you can pick up the next lesson. That is the one thing that I can say about Dada that I have not seen anywhere else. And I love it. I love it because it reminds me of teaching, in the brick and mortar, because I'm, a brick and mortar teacher by heart. And whatever, like you remember when you were in school, if your teacher didn't finish something, like, we're going to finish this tomorrow. You finished it tomorrow. So, I mean, it wasn't like, run class, flip, 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 flip. Don't worry about the vocabulary. We have to get this story done today before you go home. You went through it and it might have taken all week to get through the story, get the vocabulary, then there was a spelling test. But you do not need to finish that lesson. So now if it's like really, really, really simple, like some of the lessons have 3 words. You're just like, all right. And then sometimes it's 60 slides because it might have questions. And every time you click the next slide, it answers that one question. And then the next, so it might be like 6 slides for just really one sheet of fill in the blank. So every time you advance, then it fills in the next answer, but it's still the same question sheet. So it really all depends, but you do not have to finish any of the lessons with Dada unless it is marked one class, one courseware. And you will see it. It'll be marked there on your schedule. It'll have like, it'll be highlighted in blue, one class, one courseware. Then they're like, okay, we want you to finish this in this class because it's something that the family signed up for. They signed up to pace one class every lesson, a whole class. So because that's the package they paid for, then that's what you need to do. But I have 2 students now that are on one class, one courseware. The other 16 of my Dada kids, we do what we do. Okay. So you don't have to finish that. Yeah, reading comprehension. Yes, take your time. Now the kid could, if the kid is a whiz, you might get through that thing and then even go back and expand however you want to do it. You really do. So I'm glad that helped you, Jennifer. And I'm glad you were still here for it. I'm trying to get to all these questions. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. I'm glad that it helped you. Elegant Victory. Does Cambly have upload download speeds? No. No, they do not. Do they? No. I was like, no, I don't think they do. I don't recall seeing an upload download speed. So let me see. Somebody asked me about the Dada speeds, and I said I was going to look. I forgot just that quick. Let me look at the Dada thing. Okay, so trying to find the Dada page. Okay, I forgot. You just go through the app and then go like you're going to. No, that's not it. I have to find it. As soon as I find it. I think that Dada is 10 download and 2 upload minimum. Antrice, Lachey, Norwood, Friday. Can you explain the pay at Dada? I went through the interview and did everything except the background check. They said that my base pay would be $13.70. I didn't understand it even when they explained. Okay. Dada just did, and when I say just, I mean like a week ago. Yeah, like last week. They just changed the pay structure, okay? And so, Jude, no, you don't need any chips. It's late. Yeah, it's late. What time is it? It's 9:42. It's almost, we're going to lay down here soon. You want some grapes? No chips.
Last one.
No last one. You want some grapes? Love you. No chips. All right. Go put the chips back. Okay. So, the Dada pay. Okay, this is, it used to be, up until last week, it used to be where you would get, what was it? You would get these extra bonuses, like, there were 2 bonuses. I'm trying to remember, you guys, because I'm on the old contract from back in the day. I'm still on that old contract. So I've been grandfathered on the old contract. And I'm trying to remember what the new contract says. But there are 2 bonuses that they got rid of. And now with the new pay, you get a base. And so they're giving the base pays. From what I've seen, the base pays now are kind of low. And then you can make up to like $7 extra an hour added onto your base pay. So it really, they want to motivate you to teach more hours and more students. So the more hours you work, the more regular students you have, so students that decide to stay with you and they keep booking you, you know, like Dada is like, here's a family. So Dada will start you off. They get you, you know, they get students in there. And then if these students stay and they're like, I like this teacher, I'm going to stay. And they stay and they stay and they stay with you. Then the longer they stay with you, the more money you make. So it's like a step system. You make more money. So they go by how many days they stayed with you, and you can make up to $7 extra per hour. They used to have an on-time bonus. That's what it was. If you were on time, kind of like how VIP Kid, I don't know if I don't know. I haven't been with VIP Kid in some time. I think they still have it. If you are in the classroom on time, then you get like, I think it was like $1 a class, $1 extra every class that you enter on time. Dada had that, where you would get $1 for entering on time. And so they did away with the on-time bonus. They didn't have it for that long. They only had it for a few months. And then I guess I don't know. They decided to restructure some things. So they did away with the on-time bonus. And now they do. Teachers are saying that with this new incentive, the teachers that work a lot of hours and really maximize their schedule and have a lot of students, they're making a lot of money. They're seeing themselves making more money. But the ones that, like, if you're only working like super duper duper part-time, like a couple of hours here and there, then it's not going to work out to where you're making so much money. Okay. Here it is. You will receive an additional hourly bonus. The longer you work, the more you get an hour. This is what they say. This is verbatim what they say. And then you go by a student stability factor. So it says this is a level of stability of you and your students from the previous month. A higher stability factor will give you extra income. So the more you work, so the more hours you work, the more money you get. The more students stick with you and they're stable on your schedule, you make more money. And so you keep going through these steps. So they have like this ladder. They have a ladder that looks like this. So you go through these steps on this ladder, and then you reach up to where you're making, it starts off to where you're making $1 extra an hour, then 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you max it out at $7 bonus per hour. And so now I just don't know why a lot of these incentives, you have to know how to solve story problems, how to solve if X equals this, then what does Y equal? Like, what is the slope of, where does the Y, where does the X and the Y intersect? I don't understand why it's not like just bam, here it is. But there's like so much math, like if this, then that, if this, then this, and but if this, then this variable. There's so many different variables. But basically, the more hours you work, the more students that you have that stay with you, the more money you make. I mean, that just seems like so much simpler to word it that way. And then just give like 2 examples. Give like a good example, like this is the ideal example, and then give a bad example. This is not ideal. Then people will say, oh, okay, I don't want this example. I want that one. Right? So like, why do we have to know how to solve algebraic equations to figure out what this new pay will be? But I say all this to say the more hours you work, the more students you keep, the more money you make. So you may start off, your base may be $13.70, and then you keep working, you'll get up to what? $20.70 an hour. And then, you know, sometimes they have other bonuses here and there. Teacher referral bonus, you would still get that. If you refer a teacher, that's like $100. And the way that Dada does it, when you refer a teacher, you don't get it right away. That teacher has to. So those of you that have used me as a referral, I don't get it until you have taught 30 hours. Not been with Dada for 30 days like it used to be. As long as they were with Dada for 30 days, then you got like, yay. But no, they have to have taught for 30 hours and then you are released the teacher bonus. So as long as you're in it for the long haul and you're referring teachers and they're in it and they're going to teach, then you get the bonus. Is 2070 the cap? No. Lao, love. No, it's not the cap. 24 is supposed to be the cap. And I think some like OGs, originals, okay, that have been with Dada for like years, 4, 5, you know, like since the beginning of time. And, you know, back in the Dino days when Dada built up, they make more. But anyone coming in now, the cap is 24. They're stopping it at 24. So only the OGs make more than 24. The OG, triple OGs. You're welcome, Shelly. I've had the same students with Dada for about 9 months and no pay raise. Well, this new contract, Lao Love, Lou, I don't know. Am I saying if only I knew. It's so short and sweet looking. I feel like I am tearing it up. But Lao Love, they just started this new contract. So they probably haven't put you on this new contract yet. But that's the new contract. And then I don't know which contract you're on. So there's been like several contract changes. So it depends on what contract you're on. And if you have questions about it, contact Dada and say, what is going on with my pay? Can you explain it to me? And they'll explain it to you. They'll give you an email and explaining everything, what's going on. So yeah, it depends. Like my contract is the old contract. It's simple. It's simple. I have a base and I don't get any bonus. No bonus whatsoever. Only bonus I get is trials. Oh yeah, you still get trial conversions. So who asked me? Entries, you would get trial conversions as well. So my old contract, I just have my base, trial conversions, teacher referrals. That's it. Zero bonus. I don't get any of that. But on the old contract, I get standby pay. So if during my scheduled contracted hours, if no one, you know, there's no one filling that time slot, I get paid to sit there and see if a class is going to come through. I get paid 50% my salary. That's on the old contract. They don't have that anymore, but I'm grandfathered on the old contract. Oh no, Wagner. I remember you telling me about you did the demo and they didn't pass you through. Alina, yes, get that TESOL, girl. Entries, you're welcome. When are these new Dada pay changes happening? Well, they rolled it out already. So I think people won't see it until, because it says it's going to be based off previous month. So I guess when they get paid in December, I don't know. I would need you teachers out there that got this email about the new contract. I didn't get the email. I'm on the old contract. So when is the activation date? I'm guessing it started. Already. Maybe they're going to start it in January because it would be fair for it to be a full month. They just came out with this last week. It's not the beginning of the month. So you would think they would probably give it all of December. And then in January, you would get the pay based off of the new contract incentive thing. So that would make sense to me. So I'm not sure when they're activating it. I know it's like now, but because it says it's going to be based off the previous month. They can't base it off of November if they just rolled it out last week. So it does, it would make sense if it will be starting December 1st. And so when you get your January pay, it will reflect your December. It would make sense that way. I don't know. That's a good question. Wagner, VIPX pays 18 hours. I just did their demo. Are you talking about VIP Kid or is there another company, VIPX? Okay, yeah. $18 an hour. That's awesome. Congratulations. I still like the pay rate. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, yay, I'm saying it right. I think I would get it. I think I would get it. The company book you and the parents don't book you yet. Good, Wagner. So it must be VIPX. I know you're not talking about VIP Kid. VIPX, if the company books you. Wow, I've never heard of that. Never heard of that company. Congratulations. High five for you. I wish native. Yeah. I don't know what happened to them. Like, that was the quickest opening and grand closing I've ever witnessed ever. That was like something off of TV. Shelly, I like that too. Good for you. I'm considering that company as well. Yes. I've never heard, you guys are teaching me something new. I've never heard of VIPX. I have the old contract too with, yes, that standby pay is lovely. So if you have the old contract, you're not going to get a pay raise. Mine is the same. The old contract, we get nothing. They're just like, look, you get this standby pay and go sit down. Basically, that's what they're telling us. Get the standby pay and go sit down somewhere. Go sit down. And that's just what we get. I haven't gotten to pay, anything except for contract renewal. Then I'm like, okay, look, like they don't offer automatically. You have to negotiate. So it's not gonna be like, hi teacher, how about we just pay you more money? You have to negotiate. So for old contracts, these new changes don't apply. Correct. You're right, Lao Love. It doesn't apply to us. I'm on the old contract and I didn't even know about it until you guys, if any of you have emailed me and it took me like days, it's because my inbox blew up. I'm grateful because that's how I know. I'm like, what happened? What is this? And I'm reading all the emails. What is this with the new contract? They didn't make an announcement. It was just like, boom. I got this email. What is this? I was like, I don't know. So us old contract people, no, they told us to go take our standby, go sit down somewhere. It doesn't affect us. So don't worry about it. You're all right. Shelly, I am in love with Dada ABC though. Yes, I do love it. I just love that you guys have seen my videos. It is just so chill. You just like teach to the students' interests. You really do. That's just how it is. And then there's a lot of conversational English that you can just put in there. Wagner, I heard native may be getting students soon. They changed. What? That CEO got fired quick. Well, that's good. Because I think in January, when I was like, I'm going to spread my wings and I was applying all over the place so I can add to my list, I applied there and I was like, we'll get back to you. I was like, okay, well, they were full by then, so I never got a response.
Mom, I made a phone call.
You made a phone call?
But yes. My iPad is ringing.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh.
I actually called you. He did not make this phone call.
And he answered on the iPad?
Yeah.
Okay, you wanted to talk to me?
Yeah.
Okay, Jude just brought me the iPad saying he made a phone call. I'm actually on Facebook Live right now talking to my daughter.
Oh, okay.
And
what are you talking about?
we're all having a conversation with you right now.
Oh, hello. Hello, world.
Okay, I'll call you back, baby. I'm about.
Okay, wait, I just have one question.
Well, hold on. I'll call you right back.
Okay.
I'm about to get off. Okay.
Okay.
Love you.
Love
Love you too. Bye.
you too.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
That's my teenage daughter. That's the 19-year-old that she's in college.
Baby mamas.
Hold on. Okay, it's bedtime. Here, go ahead and go in there. I'm on my way. Mommy's on her way. Okay, you guys, it's about bedtime. My daughter's calling. Baby boy's getting restless. Let's see. Wonder. Oh no. Shelly, yeah. At night, I'm just so glad she called to check on me. Well, she said she had a question, so she wasn't checking on me. But I'm gonna call her back. Well, you guys, I just wanted to check in. And so I hope this was helpful for you. We got to chat with each other, kind of weigh in a little bit. And so I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to finish these grapes. I'm one of those people that I can drink coffee and go to bed. Who else is with me? I'm going to drink. I'm about to warm it up. It got cold because I was on here for over an hour. I'm going to warm this up. I'm going to drink all of this coffee. Look, you see it's kind of full. And I'm going to go to bed because coffee doesn't wake me up. It kind of like relaxes me. So I'll just sip me some coffee and then get all snuggle up in the bed and go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. Did you guys see my post? I finally got scheduled a GogoKid class. So I need to check my schedule again to make sure, just to see if I got any other bookings for in the morning. Because I checked the 24-hour, they can basically book last minute. I checked that. So when you check that, they can actually book you up to an hour until the time starts. So I'm going to check my schedule real quick, but I want to show you guys before I log off. And I'm going to do my my weekly vlog. You guys, like I told you, it's going to be a 1-year journey. BP, hey. Hey, boo. Thanks for all your help. Oh, thank you, Julio. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Becky. Yes, I have a 4 a.m. teaching too, girl. All right, Becky. Get some sleep. I'm right behind you. I'm going to show you guys I'm logging into my GogoKid platform just to check my schedule. Yes, it's still there. I was like, please don't cancel on me. I mean, the class isn't until next week, but still, I'm so excited. All right, so I have one class. Let it focus. Focus. You see? That's a kid. That's a kid. So I have one class, but that's for next week, but I'm still excited. It's early in the week. I think it's like Tuesday. And then look. So you guys know I don't make stuff up. This is my availability for tomorrow, Friday. And look, this is, hold on. Let me make it smaller. So the hours, I don't know if you can see the hours. Starting at 3 o'clock in the morning from 3 a.m. And see, I'm off from Dada on Friday, so I have like a free Friday. And I'm not working WeTalk tomorrow because students took leave, so I don't have any Dada classes. I normally do WeTalk on Fridays, but I'm just like, okay, well, cha-ching. Let me put in some hours for GogoKid, but no bookings for tomorrow, so I don't know. I could actually just turn off the 24-hour notice and just sleep until my Cambly classes start. Or I can wake up, and the beautiful thing about Cambly, I can just wake up and hop on Cambly, and I will get calls. I can just turn it on and be like, okay, I'm ready. And then, you know, if I'm doing it that way, I'm not going to get children, because with the children, Cambly Kids is reservation only. So for me to get children from the Cambly Kids side, they would have to reserve, because they come with lessons and slides. So they have to reserve you. But if you just jump on and just make yourself visible, you can get anybody to call you. So I could jump on and still make some money, or I could sleep, jump on, sleep, jump on. Holidays, I'm thinking I'm going to wake up and jump on. I don't know. Okay, so my weekly vlog is coming out. I'm going to tell you about how my week has been, balancing, checking my schedule, and we're going to celebrate. We're going to see if tomorrow, if I get any more additional classes, okay? I'm going to keep you posted. But I'm just so excited. It only took 3.5 weeks and I got a booking. 3.5 weeks. All right, you guys. So as always, TTFN. Good night.